Well, this week was interesting. I felt like I was tripping balls for some of it. Oh yeah, just an update. I'm not going to make this a regular thing, but yeah, did anyone else get to see it? A lot of people did, some people missed it, and I've never seen anything quite like it in my life. It was the Aurora Borealis this far south. I was amazed. It's like colours that really shouldn't exist sitting right in front of your face. It was beautiful. But it made me feel quite happy. I've always wanted to see them. I just, you know, how many excuses do you have to go to the North Pole? You know, especially with kids. It's kind of impossible. So for them to be visible, especially at this time of year, was very nice. It was one of those holidays that the two of us did talk about going on one day, and we never did. So it was nice to at least partially live some of that. Anyway,
several bad puns later.
So fast forward now to Bank Holiday Monday, extended weekend. I think the kids knew it was an extended weekend because they've both been absolute insane monkeys for the entirety of it, but that's okay. They're going back to school tomorrow. Did have some interesting news though. I think I've mentioned before that we've been looking at alternative educational placements for Seb, and it's the hard decision, but it's been to the committee and they've come back with a couple of places that are willing to accept, and one of them has said they can take him from the start of September. It's in Newmarket. Transport costs should be covered. So yeah, we're in this little scary section where it's entirely possible that Seb could change schools. It's going to be sad because he has, you know, all his friends and everything, and Clara's still going to the school, so it's not like Seb's going to never see anyone again. But it's such a huge change, and I know he can do it. I just really hope that he thinks he can do it. It's been a weird weekend. It has been a bit of a rainbow week. You have the brightness of a smile and you have the tears of sadness, which just combine to form a rainbow. I've kept myself busy and I've kind of dealt with it. All the bad stuff. The weather's getting nicer, so at least that makes me a bit happier. I'm seeing a load of International Mother's Day pictures on Facebook. That really doesn't make me feel good. I've managed to get that broken computer board I got working, which does make me feel good again. Kids went completely feral over the bank holiday, which makes me feel rather bad. But we move on. Car windscreen is finally replaced, so I can see out of it now. But it's now 5:30 because after they've replaced it, you're not allowed to drive it for an hour. So I'm off to pick up the kids from school now. In other news, it's rained a lot and I've been caught out in it. And for some reason, it's decided to make my hair and beard quite bushy. So I need to sort those out. That's fun. Other than that, it's been a bit of a low month. I think it is just all leading into things like Natasha's birthday. That is really bright out there. you know, leading into things like Natasha's birthday, it just, you know, it feels weird. And I think every year will. So I do kind of have to understand and get used to that, you know, look after my emotions, so to speak. But it has led to a kind of crisis of confidence of what I'm doing. I mean, I'm pretty sure I did the same thing last year, where it's sort of like I really have no understanding of where I am or what I'm doing. It's caused me to get a little bit stressed. My immune system's got a bit low, and I've got a sore throat. So I do feel a bit kind of grotty. I mean, the only good thing about it is I can do very good impressions. I am Optimus Prime. See, that sounds fun. It doesn't feel it. Anyway, where was I? So, yeah, I've been feeling very kind of despondent over everything. However, what's perked me up recently is I've tried to distract myself with tasks, and one of the things that I did was I took on a project for one of the classes, and it was just green screen, record the kids, just telling stories about the Titanic. I thought, that's easy enough, it'll keep me busy, and then just chunk it down into little bits. The recording went quite badly. A lot of the kids were either staring down into the books or, you know, were mumbling. It was awful footage, but there were bits that were good. So I spent 3 days solidly editing it, moving it all round so that it became a usable narrative. And what I finished up with was a 10-minute story of the Titanic told by the kids from first sight of port to being picked up by the rescue ships. And I think that's pretty cool. It only required 120 different cuts. And to make it even better, I received this. Kid just came out to me, handed me an envelope and said, "Oh, Mr. Morgan, that's for you." So, oh, thank you. I'm thinking, birthday invite for Seb. And it's like, no, it's a thank you for the computer club, because, you know, it's what he said inside. He's learning things that he can use. And so it's made me realise that I am doing the right thing. I am doing something worthwhile, and people are benefiting from it. And, you know, I can feel as bad as I want. I can fill myself with as much imposter syndrome as I like, but one little card like this just lets me know that that's not true. I'm going to be honest, I don't think this self-doubt is ever going to end. I don't think I'm ever going to not have imposter syndrome about who I am or what I'm doing, but as long as it's only me that thinks like that, then I know it's all going to get better. Anyway, see you next time. Bye for now.